I remember starting at Stellar Tech thinking I'd hit the jackpot. Everyone left right at 5 p.m. No emails on weekends. The whole deal. It felt like a dream after my last job, where I practically lived at the office. At first, I was just relieved. I had time for my hobbies. I could actually see my friends. But after a few months, something felt off. Everyone was just a little too happy, a little too agreeable, like they were all reading from the same script. There were these unspoken rules. You always had to smile, even if you were having a bad day. You always had to say yes to everything, even if you were already overloaded. And you definitely never, ever complained. I started paying closer attention. The conversations were always surface level. Weather, sports, the latest company memo. No one ever talked about their real problems, their real passions, their real anything. It was like everyone was afraid to be themselves. I noticed the employee turnover was ridiculously low. People joined Stellar Tech and never left. Or at least it seemed that way. I started digging, looking at old company records, talking to former employees, the few I could find. A pattern emerged. People who didn't fit in, who questioned the status quo, who dared to be different. They didn't get fired, exactly. They just faded away. They were subtly excluded from meetings. Their ideas were ignored, and they were eventually pushed to quit. It was all very polite, very professional, but incredibly effective. The perfect work-life balance wasn't about valuing employees. It was about controlling them. By eliminating stress and conflict, they eliminated individuality. The company wanted drones, not people. I was faced with a choice. I could conform, play the game, and enjoy the easy life. Or I could be myself, risk being ostracized, and potentially lose my job. It wasn't an easy decision, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't pretend to be someone I wasn't. So I started small. I voiced a dissenting opinion in a meeting. I shared a personal story with a coworker. I even cracked a joke that wasn't company approved. The reactions were interesting. Some people looked at me like I was crazy. Others seemed intrigued, even relieved. Slowly, subtly, I started to see cracks in the facade. I don't know what the future holds. Maybe I'll be the next one to fade away. But at least I'm being true to myself. And maybe, just maybe, I can help others do the same. The thing is, there were still more problems and questions that I don't have answers to. Like, how deep does this problem go? If it is happening with Stellar Tech, then how many more companies are using similar methods? And even what will actually happen to Mark, and whether or not he will lose his job. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content.